All right, welcome back to class. It's been a while. Um, I know some of you have missed my voice, and let's get this going to the destination. Our endpoint is getting to be a full stack developer, right? Um, we stopped where the last time we had a class, which was CSS positioning, and that was after Flexbox. But trying back to resume this class, I felt like we didn't do much work on Flexbox. Like we did, but I felt like I didn't. The lesson didn't sink because I'm looking at what you're doing and the outcome of the lesson. So this is me trying to do one more video on Flexbox. This time around, I'm going to be practical like by I'll do a task. That task, pay attention to it because your next assignment will be based on it. All right. Of course, if I do 2 plus 2 4, I won't give you 2 plus 2 4. I will give you something more complex. If you're not in my WhatsApp group or in my Slack channel, I will drop the link to the you know, okay, just comment that you're interested to join. I'll find it to reach you. Here's why you should join my channel, my WhatsApp group or Slack channel. After teaching, I give assignments. And I also review assignment, but only people who are in those close groups have that privilege. Now, the assignment helps you to grow and become the developer I want you to be in a short while. If you just say, watch my video and without doing the assignments, you will not grow fast. All right. So from the video, after the video, do well to join my WhatsApp group or my Slack channel. Let's get going. So if you have this file already, I'm sure you should, unless you've not been following my videos all this while, and I know you've been following. We're using Sublime Text, we agreed. So let's go back to Sublime Text. And from Sublime Text, we will locate ourselves back to where that folder. This folder, okay, mine is already there waiting for me. So just select the folder. And here we go, everything is here. Okay, so we're going to create a new folder, but before I get going, if you I will open the folder with the flexbox in under layout, that's flexbox. All right. Inside this layout folder, if you've lost a folder, no problem. Just create a new folder called layout. I'm going to create another folder inside the layout folder. I'm going to call it flex Android keyboard task. Android keyboard, okay. Then what folder. Because I actually want to build an Android keyboard with you. Here is the for what it will look like when we're done. So we're trying to replicate this with CSS. All right. So get going, roll your sleeve. It's gonna be a big one. Okay, so you've seen the outcome of what we want to build. Let's start building. Create a file. Let's just call it index. Okay, sorry. Save index.html. Of course. Then create another one. Save style.css. I think I have a bad sublime text. Yeah, I have a bad one, but nonetheless, I'll fix it. I have a bad one because it doesn't show me everything I need. So I'm not going to copy something from this. Never mind. I'll work with this. All right. That's your project, Android keyboard. And then join me as we go. Create a link and then href style.css. If you don't know how to do this, please you should go back to class 1. Thank you. Let's go. Okay. Let me just create a div. So here is the approach. Flexbox, you know how Flexbox behaves. You is a layout, right? So I'm going to create first. I'm working with one 2, 3, 4. I'm adding this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So just ignore this. So I'm going to create four children div to the parent div first step. Okay. So just to get started. All right. Well, before I proceed, let me mark my layout out. Of course, if I open this on my browser, you will see nothing because nothing has been written. Don't forget, an element is not a content. All right. So let's start by but then also you can actually create something using CSS. Let's class this. Anyway, let me use ID parent. All right. Mhm. So I want to say it's an ID, so ash parent. Okay. Let's say, of course, by default, what should we call it? ID is, you know, is 100% width by default, right? So yeah, let us say height, for now 400 pixels. Okay. Background color. What color should we use? Let me set a background. No, not a purple. All right. If I refresh this, here we go. So let me try to mimic that color. Of course, it's a gradient, not land gradient. So I will land gradient. I won't bother myself doing all those things. Is it? So let me try to mimic that color by inspecting this page. And then oh my god, I'm using a standalone inspect approach. Okay. Don't worry, I'll fix this. There we go. Okay. Elements computed. Computed. Background color. Purple. Let's go this way. Okay. So what I'm doing, what I'm doing, don't do it, okay? Just wait for him to pick the color. I'm just choosing color. Right. Don't worry about this. I want to get something close to this color, not this. This. Okay. Gonna pick I think what I'm looking for. Okay. So I've chosen this color. Don't put about all those color selection thing. I don't want to pick a color that is befitting that project. Okay, so I chose 400 pixels, 400 pixels height, right? Let's work with it for now until we need, unless otherwise it's needed. Um, so let me create my four children div, which I've done. I have done them. All right. Um, and I believe they should have the same height. Or maybe no. Maybe yes. We'll find out. I think they should have the same height. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, same height. Okay, so okay. Mm. Maybe I'm trying to do something. Okay, to demarcate then let's do something. So like this CSS concept I want us to imbibe. I think I used it in the last class. If I did not, let me see something. Yeah, I used it in one of the classes. So as parents, if and child. All right, but don't worry. Let me do something generic. I don't want to give them a color and an outline so that we know. Let me say, it just for to mark out something. Okay, border 1 pixel solid white. All right, and then okay, height. So it's gonna be interesting. Trust me. The height is gonna be so we have first four elements stacking inside something. All right. So let's say for which percentage so that whatever the height is, it's scalable. So to make that happen, we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 100 divided by 4 is 25. All right. So we'll do 25%. So this is for additive inside parents. In fact, let me correct myself. All the directive inside parents. This means all direct children of parents. That is okay. So with this done, closes. All these are having is going to have height now. The border will show. So let's see that. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've created that outline. So visually, I now have the keyboard outline, the very first outline in my head. So everything I'm gonna do in this line will stay here, and everything I'm gonna do in this line will stay here, and then we go. I'm going to start with, I may not finish this video today, but in fact, I don't intend to finish it. If I finish it, you're lucky. I intend to give you you know, a pedestal or a stepping stone, yeah, into your assignment actually. Trust me. So let's go. So let's start with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, follow me. There are 10 demarcations there, and they're all equal. So we're looking at this first one. So we're going to create 10 elements inside the first one. That's what it means. So, okay. Uh, what am I doing? Okay, so I'm going to create 10 elements. Uh, also comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 10 elements. Each of these elements has let's put things inside of them. So how does it go? 10 elements. We have to make them visible first, like I said. So let me do something. Let me target this and then the children inside of them, and then give them an outline. Or maybe, yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe that works. Well, let me use classes. Let me class the children instead. All right. Um, no, let me use something so you can understand. Okay, row, keyboard row. Let me call it a row. A row, and then a row, and then a row. Okay. So of course, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. So let me do something. Um uh dot row all the direct div of the row, whether the first, second, or third row, should have a border. Mm-hmm. I'll come back to this. Don't delete it, I'll come back to this. There's a reason why. So, um, mhm. Let me give more classes. I'll give an ID to this. ID row one. I'll do this. I'll do some for this when I get here. All right. So, row one. Uh, row one. All the directive of row one should have a width. Sorry, no need for width. Trust me. Um, all the rows should be flexible. Display flex. All right. So meaning what that does is each of these row is now a flexible. One, two, three, four. But before I do that, let me hide it. Um, it's interesting. Okay. Let me do what I promised. Border 1 pixel solid white. I'm not expecting anything to show, but there is something that's happening. We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see what happened. Um, okay. So let's put content inside each of them. Okay. Oh, never mind. Let's give them with since there are 10 in numbers for the first row. I'm starting the first row, the divs. Let's do some math. Okay. So 100% over 10 is going to be 10. All right. So let me just start with giving them width of 10%. All right. And then the height 100% also. All right. And let's refresh this. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. I wish I'm seeing what. Okay. So um. Mhm. Okay. Let me do something. Let me increase the width of this to 1,000 or 100. Sorry, what? Let me do 100 pH. No worry. For the sake of let 1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Back to 400. Okay. Okay. Let me just put content in this. I want to achieve something, but without doing something I will do later. Let me write one here. I find I want to show you this. So this element is overshooting the parent, which is this, and going forward, down, 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 down. So yeah. So what we'll do is this. So here's what we'll do to reduce confusion. Since you're learning, I'm going to comment on this. right? Yeah, we have just one row left. Thank you. So you have one row left. Anything you see is an overshoot. This row doesn't exist. Excuse me. Right. Now, if I remove this fence, that row you see is clearly it just clearly one row. It's clearly one row up here. Now, so but let me put them back. They are in there and then they're overshooting to this other side. So now by default, your div stacks, you know, the div is a block element. So a block element, how do I make you understand this? Okay, let me give them colors. So each of these elements is 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 behaving like a block element. All right. Even if we give you the width of 10%. Now 10% is just 1/10 of this row. Because it's a block element, the next one goes to the next line, you know. So we'll change that to flexbox. Um so let's flex row one. So we see but let me flex entire row. Let me do something now as reserve. Display flex. All right. If I refresh that, the game is supposed to change. If it doesn't change, something is wrong. I'll fix it. Mm, so I'm targeting the wrong guy. All right. So I'm supposed to flex the row, not the row beside the row. There we go. So it's flexed. So flex is flexible, elastic system, elastic container flex. Is so it's not a flex box. By default, the elements are stacked in a horizontal manner. All right. So there are 10 elements. After I counted the keypad on the keyboard. So I did divided by 10, which is in percentage, which is 10% width. Okay. Now the height is 100%, which is the height of each of the container. So we've just created this layout, you know, just worked. The layout is more important than the content. Follow me. Now there are okay. How should you put this? I want to show you something. This space is in here. Flexbox scatters for it manually. Now, to achieve that space, let's do this. Flex, yeah, no, not correct. Okay, am I getting something wrong? Let me check something. Eh, okay. Um, it's not suggesting something. Okay, so okay, it just gap. Okay, it just purely gap, really. Gap. Five pixels. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, it works. So what this gap does is that it creates a space for you. Um, yeah, it creates a space for you. Now this space is in between them. Okay. Now So the amount of space you want is what you create. So there is the gap 5 pixels. That is even 15 pixels. See what's going on, right? All right, so that's a bit of flexbox. So for now, let's keep it at 10 pixels. All right. Now, there's also a space at the beginning of each of these. So let me just achieve that using mhm, okay, okay. Each row will have a different JustFair content approach. So let me be aware of that. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, let me just put it here. Justify content uh space around. What does that do? It's supposed to create a space between these. So let me eliminate the gap for a while and sum to myself. Okay. Now the issue with this is that the element is 10%. Is there's no space for spacing. The only thing that I can use to achieve that is gap. Mm, but if I try padding on the parents, it could help. So let's go padding. I don't know if I taught you well, I think I have taught you um doing padding and margin using four values or two values. So if I use two value, the first value up and down. So in this case it's 0. I hope I'm correct because it's not actually 0 here anyway. But we'll do it. Never mind. The second value is left and right, which I want to be 10 pixels. Right? So we have padding here now. So that's this space. Okay. Um, let's just give another padding. Okay, I won't get padding now later. So you understand what I'm doing. So I've created this layout. Like I said, the layout is more important than the content. Don't forget. So I can now remove the color. Then we'll have a awesome view. Okay. Okay. So next, let me do the second layout. So once I get the layout, I can end the class. You can always put the content later when you want to. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Many there are layouts, there are rows. So let me bring back the other rows. Mm, One after the other. So this row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay. Um Now I just realized this is interesting. If I do percentage based styling like I did here, like I did here. Hmm? Yeah. Um Something will go wrong. Um okay. Let me tell you so you see what I mean will go wrong so that when I start fixing it, you will get it just go through. Okay. So let me zoom in. Yeah, so now on this other side, it has to be on two please. Thank you. Now look at this. Let's say I do percentage. If I say 10%, it works. At least everybody had the same. Let me keep it at 10%, right? And let me buy the red color, please. Hmm. This is interesting. Sorry, I made a mistake. I did O2. All right. So nothing is still going on. Yeah. So I just tried to start it. True is not responding. Let's talk sure it's not responding. It could be a cache. Don't get me wrong. Don't be deceived. Sometimes it happens. You know, the cache. Um, so my row two. Okay. Oh, I'm not adding anything in row two. Forgive me. So I have to do the same thing here. And mhm. This is why I don't like teaching at night. My brain is not at optimal performance. So yeah. So for row two, we have only nine elements. So we remove one and then retain the 10% value. All right. So you see, yeah, this is interesting. We justify content around space around in place. It has adjusted itself. So that gives us this feel we have here. If you watch, there's more space here. There's more space here. So yeah. Okay, 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 okay. So in another thing, let me increase the padding. Increase the padding. Hmm, is it English? Okay. All right, it's increased. So let's do the last row, the last layout. Uh, all right, not the last one, the third one. So in this case, there's a difference. This button is bigger than these buttons. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Wow. And then nine. But this occupying a bigger space. Sorry, guys. Now, the airport, this will make us go back and rethink our approach. Now, reason being that if I'm using this styling approach, this target div, how then do I differentiate this key from this other one? Because it's just a div. So I'm going to do something like taking a step backward. Yeah, you heard me right. Um, Instead of implementing this, I'm going to change the implementation. So I'm going to give everything here a class. So I'm going to give this a class. There's BTN for button, and then regular button. Okay. So that class I gave, so we can differentiate between okay, between the keyboards, the keypads, like between this key and I call this a regular key. All right, this is backspace. This is spacebar. We'll get to that point. So how to get that class, okay, to create that difference, so we don't mix things up. Okay, so we have line 2 now. For line 3, like I said, this is something whole bigger. So this is making us rethink our approach. We're going to give a class to every element which we're doing. So there's regular BTN. So we'll go back to this part, and then that regular bit, this thing, maybe yeah, this thing, yeah, this instead of this, we'll see in fact dot regular btn, right? This. You can take away this for now. Right? So with this, we can differentiate between the regular button and non-regular button, right? Let me refresh the screen. If you don't get what I did, so okay. For now, all buttons are regular. So if I refresh the screen, you see the same thing. Just that I didn't put the red color because I removed it. All right. I didn't put the red color. So all buttons are regular. These are the buttons. Okay. What does this do for us? It has created that it's going to help us differentiate this button when we do the third row. So moving to row 3, we're going to do, no, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ninth button is a big button. So okay, row 3 having 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's call this backspace. This button and this button have the same size. So let's have something for them. Let's call them medium button. Medium button. Thank you. Now, this medium button is special. If I refresh the screen, you will see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is normal for medium button. Okay, so we need to give it a dot medium btn with in my calculation, this is like 1/2 of this. So let me say 15%. All right. So something like that. What's the expectation? This and this. Okay, so that's it. That's line 3 for now. Okay. That's layer 3. You see that we've gotten this. Now the next is the last layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. Of the 6, 1 and 2 are the same size, but then they're smaller than the regular button. But let's make it 1, 2, 3, the same size. What I will do in that case, first, let me read that photo. Row 4. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just 6. We need just 6. Now we got 6. Okay. The very first button will be the medium button. This button. So let's give it that class. Okay. And refresh first. Okay, so the menu button is showing right now. Let me give it color to for now. You see, I didn't use the row 1, row 2 thing again. I'll come out to it. So, well, let me tell you the row 4. 4. Yes, so now row 4 that on to. Okay, so row 4 then. Let me see. Calling it row 4, but I didn't call it row 4 here. That's the issue. ID row 4. Okay, so we have our medium button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of these 5, this guy, by my estimation, is occupying, okay, 10, 10 plus 15, it's occupying about 25% or 30%. About 35% of it. So let's just give it, but let me do it, 10, 10. 3 of this will enter here and we still have space. Ask me. This is occupying 35% of this, if not more. All right. So let's go and look for it. Is the 1, 2, 3, 4 is the fourth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now instead of calling this bit regular btn, let's call it space button, space bar. All right, space btn. Now if we go to, yeah, we'll say dot space btn with 35%. Okay, where it's taking shape. Okay, so this guy is bigger than medium btn. Medium btn is 15. The guy should be like 18. Okay, or yeah, 18. So let's call it search. That's the last one. That's the last guy. Is the last guy search. Uh, let's call it search. Search btn. So if medium is 15, let's say it's 18. the set button. I think the same thing with medium button. I just realized it. Because looking at this and this, they're the same. So I'm gonna call it medium BTN also. So that I many CSS. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3. Deciding their own fate automatically. Uh well, yeah, let's go. Let me move the column. Then let's do okay. Let's work on the finishing. We're almost done. I'm done, actually. I'll give you that line. I'm done my class. I just want to remove the border lines and then yeah, more like it. So well, we have border here. Ouch. Um, we have border. Well. Okay. Do we need the border? I think we need the border, but we just need to create some gap here. Perfect. So we need to create gap in between each row. Now, to make that work, if I start giving margin and padding, or margin rather, it will but main options. For the row, I can pad it. All right. Let me pad the rows. I've already padded the parent. Let me pad it up and down. The parent, I padded it. Did I? Maybe yes. Was that the best? The answer is no. Okay, let me try something. Let me flex the row, the parents, and then everything is flexed. Now let me flex. So Fluffy, who does what just happened now? The parent, when I flexed it, what that means is that each of these row is now a one column, but I have where I'm going to. Flex direction, column is, it restores it back to this way. Without flex direction, to be like this. Another flex direction, I say column, it will make it from up to down. Flex with flexbox can put the direction. I think previous video should have this feature. Basically next should be gap 3 10 pixels. So each of this gap is out. Okay. Now I can comfortably pad the parents. There's a red party. I don't know how it came about. Did I do margin? Okay, the rows. I padded the rows. There will no need for this. Is there? Since parent can handle it. Let me remove this padding here. It's back to normal. And let me add it at the parent. 15 pixels. All right. All right, so we have this keyboard designed here. We did not specify for this. That's because after doing this, and this, they came out. But they're looking like how the sensors with this, and I don't want it to have the sensors with that. So to make that, let me increase this. All right. So let me increase spacebar. 14. Okay. So they're still looking like okay, let me uncomment the 14. What did it change? All this was also affected, okay? Okay, now I see why, don't worry. Okay, so I didn't, so here, sorry to say, we're supposed to give them a special class, but we are still leaving them to have regular BTN. That's why they're not picking 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, and the second and last, okay? 2, 3, second and last. Call it semi-BTN. Semi-BTN. By measurement, they are smaller than this. So dot semi-BTN width is 12 pixels, 12%. Sorry, am I joking? Regular is 10. Regular bigger than 10. Should be 8, Jerry. Okay, here we go. We have here my keyboard layer. Hmm? Mhm. Um, I will just do something. I will do something. I'm going to add, adding numbers is my problem because I don't have time. All right. So I'm just going to add, I will leave the same number for all of them. Okay, I've left it now. For this exercise, ignore this second function, focus on this main one. So I'm going to make this centralize everything. So let's see. So I want to centralize this text. But let me start by making it big. So all the, why is the row? Row div, font size. Are they all the same font size? Technically, yes. Font size. What font size should this be? Okay, 20 pixels. Okay. Now how do you centralize it? Flexbox. Now we need to make each of the box a flexbox also. Each of that box now is row div. Any div inside the row. Remember that this is a row, this is a row, this is a row, and this is all these divs. This is a central target. All right. Display flex. Watch this. Okay. Justify content center. The text goes to the middle centrally. Now let's make it vertically aligned. Align items center also. Uh, align content, align item. Sorry, this is not align content, align item. I didn't know my autocorrect teaching was his mind. So we have this. Next, let's just see you can do the color. The color should be wheat, not white. All right. It looks like white, but not. Oh, I think white is better. Which didn't come up with. White will be too shiny. Anyway, let me increase the font size a little more bit. Or let me just say font weight. Okay. Here's a keyboard. So I'm not gonna label it. Like should I? Okay, let me go label it. Am I too lazy? Let me try. Q arrow QWERTY keyboard. It's QWERTY keyboard. QWERTY. That's QWERTY keyboard. UIOP. UIO. Oh, first row. There we go. Okay, second row. ASDF column. Okay, no column here. Okay. No, mommy. Okay, so A S D F. Let's start from here. Bottom L K J G H. Okay. H G. Okay. Let's be fast. Okay. What is what is oh line three. Sorry, I had to sip a coffee. Sorry, I don't get sleepy. Um shift element. So how do I achieve shift? Hmm. There's no icon for that. No. What is the icon? And we not land icon, so I won't be an icon. I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there. Okay. At least. No worry. Let me write shift. Okay. Let me show that it makes it bigger. It won't make it bigger, but better. Okay. XZCV. BNM. Then backspace. Space. Let's use an arrow that's facing this way. Better. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the last line. Um, 1, 2, 3. System 1, 2, 3. Comma. Image. And just copy an emoji. Or copy the link. Mhm. Then space bar have nothing. So we should have nothing. And then dot and search. So we say, okay, search icon cannot be font. I won't get it. So Valorant icon. So that enter within line. I don't know touch. Okay. Um yeah, they want to increase my keyboard. Okay, yeah, we'll go. Our keyboard is set. I'm gonna end the video here. If you have any questions, um, well, you can ask questions if you're not in my group. Join the WhatsApp group or the Slack channel. All right. Maybe I will drop the link to the WhatsApp group. Yeah, maybe, just maybe. Yeah, maybe. So you can join from there. All right, then see you in the next video.